I think spring practice so far is good. It's going good so far for everybody, DBs included, so that's good so far.
How close to 100% are you at this point?
About 95. I feel 100%. As far as getting back into everything, I think that we're taking it one step at a time. I'm doing team, I'm doing 7-on, I'm doing everything. I'm just not going live.
Yeah.
So
last fall, you were having a really good camp. What happened?
I messed up my shoulder again. I got surgery previously on my shoulder. I tore my labrum, and then I tore it even worse the second time I went down and fall. So then I ended up having to get everything repaired, getting a whole bunch of stuff moved around, and then I'm back now. So
I mean, it's been a long time. I mean, is this your fourth year here? I can't remember.
Yeah.
I mean, you spent a long time getting to that point, and I mean, what was going through your mind when all that happened?
I think when I went down, my first initial thought was like, I know exactly what it was. I knew that I was going to be out for a little bit, but I think when it happened, I was just hurt more of the work that I put in than me and my teammates put in together, and that I could have been with them through the season. So I think that was really like the biggest part of the injury.
Yeah.
So,
speaking of your teammates, your DB teammates, what's the group like this year?
it feels good. It feels good. We got a lot of people coming back. We didn't really lose a lot of people. So I think as far as the room and the experience that we got going on and the amount of weapons and people we got going back, all we got to do is put our head down and grind at this point. So now it's just we got to get the season and we're going to show everything that we've been working for.
Coach Blue was probably the most complimentary that I've ever seen him toward you guys today. He talked about the older guys and how you've been building up the younger guys. Talk about some of those younger guys.
Young guys like Nez, Kane specifically. I think that a lot of what we're doing in the room hasn't changed because we've been around for so long, the old heads in the room, that we got to kind of pick the young guys up to be old heads when we leave. So none's really changed. Everything's being put into play piece by piece with everybody, so everybody's looking up.
Is the DB room, I mean, it sounds like, he talked about just how much energy. Do you feel like this is maybe the most positive you've seen in the DB room since you've been here?
From my freshman year to right now, it's completely different. It's way different than it's ever been, the whole team. So from the DBs, from freshman year to now, it's really good. It's a fun room to be in.
You know, we have the implosion, and of course the stadium's been rebuilt. Now the new scoreboard is going to be 3 times the size. You guys talk about that much, and what about those improvements?
We kind of noticed, we seen the stadium, we heard it explode, we all live here. So then the scoreboard I just figured out. So the scoreboard, we talked about it on the field, like going through walkthrough, but we haven't really paid any attention to everything. We've just been worried about getting better. So
how has it changed for you cornerbacks to have a dedicated coach back there at cornerback? Has it changed how you guys approach things?
I don't think it was really changed. We all still meet together as one. The only time we really go in like to position specific stuff is unless we have to. But I think it's a good add-on. We got a lot of guys in the room. We got a lot of corners specifically. So I think that splitting it up and getting the corners their specific work that they need, and the safeties and nickels specific work that they need is a good thing. So
I won't put you on the spot too much, but maybe name 2 wide receivers or tight ends that really have impressed you this spring.
Trayshawn and Silas and Bryce as a tight end. It surprised me. He's stepping up big. We're going to need him. So I think him and Overman, Musgrave, of course, but as in for younger guys, I think Bryce has stepped up a lot. So
who do you battle hardest with? I mean, like if you're trash talking,
Trayshawn. We both from Washington, so we always go at it with whose side is better and stuff. So I'm always going with it with Trayshawn. So